Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone who rule well, and shalom to the hopeful elect. It's another video of edification, Lord willing. Yahweh Shem Yashai, Ba'asham Rakakadash, Razah, unto the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and all of our descendants throughout the four corners of the earth. This video, I haven't thought of a title right now, but it'll be one evidently when you see this video. But the point I want to harp upon is dealing with Yahweh Shai when he comes back and comes to set himself, through the strength and power of the Heavenly Father, his Father Yahweh, and also our Father, who he is a mediator of a relationship unto him. When he comes back, he basically is going to implement a severe rule upon the nations of the people. Okay, and I'm really just gonna go into center it around the scepter that's placed, in his hand, denoting his rulership. Okay, so I'm gonna start this Psalms 2 and 1. I'm gonna read most of this chapter. Okay, so it's Psalms 2 and 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying. So this is this is the heathen's rage. Okay, and it's a thing that's actually vain. It's a thought, it's an imagination, okay, of vanity, because it ain't going to come to fruition. That's all. It can't be more than that. And Esau shows you the type of, showing the type of man that Esau is, okay, being the greatest of all the heathen, least of the heathen. When I say the greatest, I mean he is the most heathenish of them all. That's why he's the least. He pushed out a thing known as theories, man. Okay, which are thoughts, but he makes them into facts, which you're taught in your education system. Okay, to keep you dumbed down. Okay, so it says, "Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us." Okay, he that sitteth in heaven shall laugh; the Lord shall have them in derision. So the fact that they're actually acknowledging that cast their cords from us is that anytime we've been in rulership, man, we had a real severe rulership over the people, man. We were, going back into the time of King David and Yahweh Shai or Solomon. That time was a severe rule over the heathen. He that sitteth in heaven shall laugh; the Lord shall have them in derision. So they ain't gonna bring that to pass. The Lord's gonna have them in derision. Why? Because the Most High, Heavenly Father Yahweh, directed the steps of the people. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon. So he's basically gonna, set his sore displeasure on them. The righteous indignation of the Heavenly Father, which is ICBM's World War III. Okay, it tells you that his determination is to gather the nations into the valley known as Jehoshaphat, which written in the book of Joel, which the word Jehoshaphat is the Most High's name Yahweh, and Shaphat, meaning judgment or decision. So the valley of decision, the Most High Yahweh's decision, which is to cleanse out the heathen that vex him in his sore displeasure, and vex him in his sore displeasure. Sorry. Yet have I set my king upon my holy mountain of Zion. I will there declare the decree of the Lord. Have said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Okay, Yahweh Shai is the only begotten son of the Most High Power. Okay, meaning the Most High Power made him. That's why he's the firstborn. It goes into that in the book of Colossians 1:15 on down. Also in Hebrews, the first chapter, I believe. It's luckier, man. Also goes into that in Hebrews, the first chapter. Okay. And yeah, he created us all. Yahweh Shai. That's why he's the only begotten son. Okay, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee even for thine inheritance, and the utmost parts of the earth for thy possession. That's right, because when the Lord comes back, as it tells you in the book of Revelations, he's going to have many crowns upon his head, because he's going to take all power from all dominion from all the heads, off the heads of all the rulers of the world at this present time. And that ain't literal, but it is literal, because when he comes and wipes out all the kings and armies of the earth, that denotes his strength, and he's going to earn the title of King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Okay? Even though he's already earned it in the heavens, but he's going to manifest it upon earth. Okay? Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessels. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. And that's for us. How are we wise? How are we instructed? It tells you in the book of Proverbs that, the Proverbs were basically created to give a young man instruction. So that's why and ultimately the Proverbs go into the law, statutes, and the commandments. This book is centered around the law, statutes, and the commandments, 613 commandments, the prophecies of this book, which basically is the instruction, okay? And we're the judges of the earth, the Israelites, ultimately befalling upon the elect, the 144,000 of the nation of Israel, which we hope and pray that we are, okay? Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling, and that's what we ought to do. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry. How do we kiss the Son? Basically, we make good on our relationship with Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, by being great servants unto him, man. Doing the work, going out there every once a week, doing a minimum of 3 videos a week, okay? And maintaining and enduring in his work. When his wrath is kindled but a little, okay? Lest he be angry and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled but a little. So that shows you that if his anger get kindled a little, man, that, it's peak, man. It's a different kind of story. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. So we got to trust in him, put our faith in him. And when he was healing the people, those that had faith, trust in him, by their faith they were healed. Okay, so they had trust and they were healed. So we have to have trust in the Lord in these last days, because that's the most surest bet we could have. And that's Revelations 2:25, basically, which links up directly with Psalms 2. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. This word we got to hold fast. These prophecies, hold fast till I come. Fasten your seatbelt and hold on tight to all these words and prophecies, and watch as well as pray. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Okay? And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So that we're being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, we're going to inherit a rod, a scepter, as it's known in royalty, which really, when you go into the history of a scepter, it goes back to a shepherd, okay? Because it was an instrument instrument tool that was used by shepherds to basically, guide the sheep and knock them in place if necessary, okay? So that's the same thing with a ruler having a scepter. The sheep are his people, okay? And they're meant to, keep them aright and guide them, okay? By use of that rod, okay? Being you could call it a shillelagh, a rod, a stick, or staff, okay? But I just want to go into the Hebrew word for rod. Okay, when you go into it, it's Strong's Concordance 44,664, rabdos. Okay, rabdos or rabdas. Okay, it says a stick or wand, as a cudgel, a cane or baton of royalty, rod, scepter, staff. Okay, goes on to say, a staff, a walking stick, a twig, rod, branch, a rod with which one is beaten. A staff, as used on a journey or to lean upon, or by shepherds, when applied to kings with a rod of iron, indicates the severest, most rigorous rule. Okay, a royal scepter. So, with a rod of iron indicates the severest, most rigorous rule. Okay, so it indicates that's when the Lord comes back. That's what he's gonna do, man. He's gonna be knocking these. It tells you that he's gonna separate the sheep from the goats, and that's why he has a rod of iron, man. It's to knock these people upside the head, bust their head open, and make them know right from wrong. Okay, because it indicates it's the various most rigorous rule. All right, and this is a quick excerpt as well, also from the Bible dictionary, rod. Okay, it reads from the Zondervan's Bible dictionary. When you look up the word rod, and it reads, originally a name given to a piece of tree limb used as a support of or as a weapon. There is little difference between a word for rod and that for staff. The rod had varying uses in ancient times. Jacob used rods to change the color of Laban's goats and sheep. Okay, such rods became a symbol of authority. It quotes Jeremiah 48:17, Moses, Exodus 4:2, 17:20, 7:9-20, etc. Aaron, Exodus 8:16 and 17. The rod used at first as a weapon came to be a sign of authority, hence a scepter. So it tells you how it evolved into a scepter. And ultimately, when you got into the time when you had the murmuring against the priesthood of Levi, basically you had all the heads of the tribes come together with a rod, and overnight, whichever one budded forth and flowered would denote who had the priesthood. And Aaron's rod budded and flowered, and then was ultimately put into the what's this thing called, man? What's this thing called, man? Oh man, I can't remember it right now. Say it, man. But it's what was created during the time of the Exodus, and it had the two cherubims on it. I can't remember right now, but it's lucky, man. If I remember, I'll comment in the comment board. But basically, yeah, it shows that the power of the rod, and also Moses, when he used his rod, denoted great power. He had a rod being used during his time as a shepherd. Then that same rod went on to be used as a show of power, okay, over the people of Egypt, putting the plagues forth, and even showing you Moses' staff or Aaron's staff eating the serpents, man. Okay, so with that, man, I pray you edified. Shalom.